The town of Rainbow Ridge is getting a makeover. That's coming up on this episode of Kit Bashers. Alright guys, so one of the great things about model railroading is as you get inspiration, you can change direction at any time, and that's what I'm going to do here with my Rainbow Ridge buildings that I've gotten started on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the land office and we're going to set it aside. It's not going to be a part of this build. So what we're going to do is we're going to focus on these three buildings. And the area that I have, the footprint that I have to set these buildings, I can't set them all in there. So what I've done is I'm going to make these two buildings shallow relief buildings. So I've already measured back, cut the backs off, so we'll lose those as well. I'm going to keep the El Dorado Hotel, and it's going to end up setting at a 45 in the far back corner of the layout. And then I'm going to set the Mercantile like so, and the Big Thunder Saloon like so. So with the shallow relief buildings and the hotel, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this all on one base. So this will be one unit, because I'll only set it out on the layout when I'm going to run or have an open house. And then when I'm not, it'll set in the train room just up on a shelf where it's totally protected. So I cut a base out for it, and we'll get that set underneath there, and then I'll talk a little more about what we're going to do. So here's what the town of Rainbow Ridge is going to look like now. I got my platform piece put together. I got a couple coats of paint on it. So what I'm going to do now is attach the buildings to my base using some wood screws. Okay, so you can see we got our boardwalk down. We got it all trimmed back. So now we are ready to install some lighting into our shallow relief buildings. And we're just going to use our LEDs. I talked about these in a different video. Pretty easy to install. We're going to do a little bit of soldering. We're going to put them on a 9-volt battery with a switch. We got our diorama of the town of Rainbow Ridge back up on the workbench. We saw it earlier in the video with the lighting effect. That worked great out on the layout for night running. But now we're going to just add some more details, some more layers for visual interest, so that it looks just as interesting during the day. So that'll be some figures, some barrels. We'll do a little bit more detailing on the general Mercantile building, also on the Big Thunder Saloon. But we're just going to do a little bit right now to show what a difference just adding a few details can make to an overall scene. As you can see, by adding a few details, we've created a ton of visual interest in the town of Rainbow Ridge. Now Rainbow Ridge is going to look really great out on the layout in the daytime and at nighttime when we're running trains. And here's the town of Rainbow Ridge out on the layout. That's going to do it for this one. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and happy railroading.